everybody, and welcome. Woohoo! Live stream number one, Pulsechain, Hex, and Hex twice a day. And of course, we've got Richard on at the moment, looking pretty good here on a Fresh and Fit is currently live streaming. I paused the video for the time being, but he's just talking about a lot of general topics, a little bit about Hex and stuff, but just crossing over many different topics on there. So really fun to see him on here with Funding Jim. And so cool. Definitely check that out. I'll post it in the chat if you haven't seen that video. It is currently running live at the moment. Boom. All right, let's quickly jump into the house. We got BC in the house. Yo, good to see you, BC in the Matrix. Obviously, Stizzy's Jones, OMG. Crypto Military Vet. Yay, hey, yo, good to see you in the house. Brian's in the house as well. Our moderator, chairman, team leader of Team 6. Good to see you, Brian. And Hex Token channel member as well. CJ in the house. Hey, good to see you, CJ. Oh, yeah. We're just starting up here. And Blobfish King as well. Woo, Richard has got his accent back here. He's got his little, what was it, Floridian accent there back in the house there. He kept it up pretty consistently so far as well. He's starting to weaken a little bit as he gets further into the live stream, but he's done a pretty good job. So big shout out there. Chinch in the house there. Let's go, people. Smash the like. Absolutely smash the like there. David Under, so win 7 cents, says Dave Down Under. We already hit 7 cents, Dave Down Under, but we are on a retrace at the moment in the market. We're going to get into all that later on. Andrew Reynolds as well. Woo-hoo. Happy Tuesday, people. Definitely happy Tuesday. It is currently, what time is it? 11:32 a.m. on Tuesday, the 16th of August here in good old New Zealand at the bottom of the world. So bringing some crypto goodness around Pulsechain, Pulsechain, and Hex. That's how we roll. And of course, Icosa. This is day one. Day one of Icosa results coming up. And they're probably going to finish in probably about half an hour, 35 minutes. We will have the pretty much day one results there. So we're going to get into that as well for Icosa. Obviously, Icosa's had a big pullback with Hedron as well. We're going to check that out. So cool. Darren's in house. I'm here to see Richard's moves, says Darren. Yeah, you're going to see them all right. How did you know, Darren? How did you know? You're going to see them though. Brizology too. Woohoo! Good to see Briz. That's Sammy as well. All big moves for RH Marketing. Yeah, these are massive. I mean, these guys have got 848,000 subscribers. There's currently 6,700 people watching at the moment. It's looking pretty good in the chat there. Look at that chat going on. I'll just pause the video. I can't remember how far through it is. Quite far through. So I don't know how long, whether we'll be going for 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever. But hey, we've got to do our live streams. That's just the way we roll on this channel. Uncle Will as well. Hey guys, good to see Uncle Will. Woohoo! Yeah, so Richard's killing it out there at the moment and loving it. So let's actually jump away. Let's get a look at Richard. I'm not going to wait till later on. We're going to look at it now. Richard Hart at the clubs in Miami, and of course also doing some pole dancing there. So let's check it out. I put my own video over it. Here is the video. I put my own music over it just to make sure it's not copyright. But I think the music I put on is actually better. You can decide. But pretty cool there. And we're also going to check out the previous video. So we're going to have a look here. He's been doing lots of stuff in Miami. And, of course, he's got this video here doing the splits as well. We're going to check that out, so stay tuned. Let's get into it. Boom. Let's go.
Studio, baby. No!
Anyway, so I pumped that up. Let's play it one more time. We might as well play it twice.
Studio, baby. No!
So you got them doing the splits there on the pole. Not bad. You got to see that again. That splits on the pole there.
Live in studio, baby.
That's pretty funny. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll play that again later on during the live stream. RH is killing it, says Bold Wells. Yeah. A lot of Beastie Boy is RH, and of course he's currently here on Fresh and Fit. 848,000 subscribers in Florida, spreading the good word here. Meeting in Miami, and really cool. Good to see him with some Hexkins in there as well. And of course, this is so cool, right? We're so often used to seeing Richard in his castle or on other streams, but now we're seeing a lot more with Hexkins being interviewed with other people and getting support from the Hexkins there as well. So it's really cool. Check that out. Now I'm not sure how long that's going to go for. This particular video has been on for quite a while. They've probably got a certain time frame that they keep under, so I'll probably watch that later on. Wookie in the house in there. Day one says Wookie. Perfect meme material, says Uncle Will. Yeah. I'm going to post that video after the live stream. I added different music to it, which I think is actually better vibe for compared to the original music's not very good. Wealth makes you more flexible, says BC. Apparently it does. Yeah. All right, let's get into some of the stock market news. We're going to get into that, and then we're going to get into crypto. We're going to look at Icosa day one results. They're coming up pretty shortly, within like next 20 minutes, and we're going to get into the Hex daily stats and other stuff there as well. Very cool. I've posted Richard's video there. You can watch that after the live stream if you want. Get into it now. The Dow in turnaround as tech comeback offsets energy wobble. This is positive news. There was a little bit of a worry before the markets opened. We thought it was going to be red. But no. We've ended up with a green day. We just are lucky. We just keep getting the lucky calls here. The Dow Jones up 151 points. Up almost 0.5% there to 33,900. With the Dow Jones, it's got the top 30 industrial firms in it. The S&P 500 is up 17 points or 0.4% to 4,297, and the Nasdaq with a lot of the tech companies in it. S&P has tech companies too, but Nasdaq with 13,128 is the current one, up 80 points or 0.6%. The dollar index is also up almost 0.9% to 106 against its trading partners. Pretty impressive there. The commodities, of course, West Texas is down under $90 there, but up 70 cents. So it's $88.52, up 0.8%, and Brent crude is down $4.68. So that's nice, and at 93.47, down almost 5%. So that's positive for you at the pump. If you're paying for fuel at the pump, you'll be happy about that, especially in the United States where everybody drives around in summer. That's going to make a bit of a reprieve there. It's still elevated, very high though. It's still very high at $93, but that's better than being $100 or $120. Gold currently gone back under 1,800 at down $3.60 at 17.94, and silver down 9 cents at $20.18, but still over $20. And soybeans down 3% there on the food there. So interesting stuff. Let's get into some of the commentary. The Dow has made a positive start to the week Monday. That's positive for us too, as rising tech and consumer stocks sparked an intraday turnaround and offset a slide in energy stocks amid fresh concerns about global growth. Obviously, the China data came out, wasn't so hot. The growth sectors of the market, including tech and consumer discretionary, rebounded from session lows to help stocks move off the lowest levels of the day. So positive there. Great start to the week. Now, I did say that we've got a pretty much of a window of opportunity right through to the 20th of September. As we get closer to the 20th of September, we're going to have to reassess what the market's looking like. Many people are talking about possibly an October crash. So just keep that in account. As we get closer to that, we'll be able to have a better idea of that, particularly the Bitcoin low. Quite a few people out there calling like the Bitcoin falling down to that low there. So we'll be watching that. I think there's a window of opportunity up until about 20th September. In September, we will have the inflation for August and the employment numbers for August. So we already had them come out already. They've been better than expected. So if August is also similar, then we might have a less hawkish Fed Reserve on the 21st of September. That's our key marker there. And of course, we've got to watch out the little signposts on the way as we get there to see how aggressive the Fed might be. Because remember, we're moving from a fundamental change in the markets from pretty much cheap to zero cost money to slightly more expensive. And how much more expensive is going to be, impact the asset markets over time. And then we see those when the asset markets, we see those big fall down in the markets, or should I say, the fall down that way in the market. So we're going to keep watching that. At the moment, we've got the window of opportunity it's going very well indeed at the moment. Retail and leisure stocks led the push higher, and consumer stocks shrugging off weaker than expected economic data from China and US. So the market keeps shrugging these things off. Eventually, it's not going to, depending on how things go. So that's what we're going to keep an eye out for in terms of post-September 21st. It's kind of my marker there with the Fed Reserve interest rate rises. All right, so let's have a look here. We've got Treasury yields continue to retreat, pushing big tech into positive territory and extending gains following a more than 2% gain last week, so positive. The only sort of thing that it's a little not so good was the energy, however, fell more than 1% as oil prices plunged. So oil prices plunging is good for retail, of course, but not so much for the investors, as investors weighed the impact of slowing global growth on energy demand, and we've had mixed reports coming out from different agencies. So there we are. Over the coming days, investors' attention will shift to the strength of the consumer and monetary policy with the release of retail sales data for July and the minutes of the Fed's July meeting. So we'll be keeping an eye on these little signposts as we move forward. Remember, consumer spending in the United States, 70% of GDP. We're definitely watching this retail sales data and, of course, the tone coming out of the Fed Reserve there also. So basically, the majority are currently expecting a 50 basis points for interest rate rises. That would be very well received by the market. 75% would be on the aggressive side, but that won't, that may cause a few issues, but may not. We'll see whether the market flags that off. Obviously, 100 basis points would be seen as very negative. So, yeah, even if it's front-loading the interest rate rises versus inflation. So that August data for inflation is going to be pretty important, and the employment data. So we'll keep an eye on that when it comes up. I will be doing a video at the end of the month on the indicators coming up for September, which will include those August numbers. The minutes might offer a few clues as to whether the FOMC will hike by 50% basis points or 75 next month, and that's pretty much it. So that's kind of the market updates. Quick and nice and nasty there. Hope you guys like that. We're going to come over to the crypto at the moment. BTC holding up pretty well, actually, 24,120, and ETH there at 1,903. But ETH fell below 2,000, so only just got above it, so not much to see there. And, of course, everything's looking pretty good up until the 19th September when we get the merge, which is loosely called ETH 2.0. It's part of ETH 2.0, has lots of phases in it, and we just use it as an umbrella term now. It's kind of not less the official term, and we've got the merge coming up. That's going to be docking to a full proof of stake system, and it won't do much to the fees or the speed, transactions per second kind of thing, but it will move to a full proof of stake rather than a hybrid at the moment. So very positive there. Market's holding up all right. What do you guys reckon? I reckon it's holding up pretty good. Hex at the moment, woohoo, 6.365, and that's moving down. Has been moving down here. So we're going to have a look at this. So this is on the hourly here. You can see the hourly zigzagging down here. So that was getting in the pretty close, got pretty close to the overbought. Let's go to the daily. Now this is on Dextal, so it's actually got a different hourly. So this has got 12 hours to go on this particular hourly chart. So let's zoom in on this. Let's pull that up and let's have a look here. Now we did break down. We broke through the long term here. We're currently riding the long term resistance, and we broke through that for the first time. This is all the way. This resistance, this orange line here, was all the way back to September the 19th last year. So all-time high there. And this is kind of, we broke through, super bullish across here. And what we might see is a little bit of selling and then a move higher is what I'm generally expecting there. Let's take away our resistance, our stuff here, and have a look at our RSIs and our Bollinger Band. So bottom of the Bollinger Band, this bottom blue line is the bottom 5% of the price ranges. And, of course, the top blue line is the top 95%. And we got those prices at the moment. The bottom is at 3.88 cents. The top is at 6.96 cents. And the 50% mark in red here is at 5.4 cents. So you can sort of see it's still very much on an uptrend here. We've got the Bollinger Band still very much on a very powerful uptrend. But we have got the EMA 13 at 5.9. That's this yellow line here. Remember, we had tight Bollinger Bands, which typically means that the price is going to break out one way or the other. But we also had this EMA 13 in yellow cross over the Bollinger Band 50% price range, and that's super bullish for a trend reversal. And in most cases, that plays out, and in particular with the tight Bollinger Bands that was set up very nicely for a rally, and that's exactly what we saw. And a recently shallow one too, which was sort of staircasing its way back up. And of course, then started to accelerate though. And of course, we got up to 3 days ago. We got up to 7.6 cents, and then started pulling back from there. So where's it going to lie? We're going to find out. Let's have a look at the DMI. We had the buyers definitely in strong control here. Look at this, and of course the momentum here just easing off a little bit here with the buyers just dropping off here and the sellers coming up, but still looking pretty good. Let's have a look at a key indicator here, RSI. RSI, we're overbought, and sometimes this can stay up for a couple of days. This didn't stay up very long, and then we've come back down to 82. So this is kind of a cool breather. If you look at the slope, though, the slope still looks pretty good, and maybe we'll get one more go up here into the overbought territory. So maybe we're going to have another go there. So that's positive. Let's have a look at our stochastic RSI. A stochastic RSI is more bearish, though, and this may deny us. But that being said, maybe it will just reverse and turn around. You can see how this here came down. You'd suggest that this is going to go down further, but then it reversed, right? So we may get that here. But at the moment, this is telling us a slightly more bearish as well. So we'll keep watching out for that. And so it's a little bit just trying to find a bottom here at this stage. So we bottomed out at 6.2. We bottomed out at 6 cents here. And we've kind of got a bit of resistance here at 5.9. So 5.9 to 6 cents, giving us a little bit of a support area. So we'll see if we can maintain that. A little bit uncertain at the moment. Yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see. Nothing really for me to call much on there. Just trying to find a bottom. But 5.9 to 6.6 cents seems like a pretty decent support range there. And then hopefully we'll move higher. Everything's still kind of generally suggesting moving higher. But of course, trying to find that support level is where we're at the moment. So 6 cents, probably 5.9 is probably where we might get to. So we'll keep watching that at the moment. Definitely otherwise still looking pretty good. All right, cool. Let's jump over to the rest of the markets on the quad charts. We've got Hex at 3.65 cents. We've got Hedron at the moment. This is the talk of the town. Obviously, we had the launch of Icosa. The first day is about to wrap up, probably in about 15 minutes. We've got this massive sell-off. And, of course, yesterday we mentioned that we're in overbought territory and that it could stay up elevated. It did stay up elevated, but then we've got the big sell-off after the news. So buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what pretty much played out here. And somebody decided to make that happen too. Massive fall down. We got as high as 3,800. We're now down at 1942. And yeah, that's what happens there. So boom, boom, there we are, down a lot. And we'll see what happens. Where's this going to find a support? It's currently finding support here back on the 11th of May. And let's see if it can bounce off there at this stage. So waiting to find out. It's definitely eased off, so it's definitely not overbought now, down at 54. So it could easily, move higher from here. We got once again question mark over that, but it has bounced. Interesting enough off the support here, which was previous resistance. So we'll see where it goes. All right, still up pretty high though. You got to think that it came all the way from 175, and it's still up at 2,000 pretty much from 175. So it's a pretty massive run up. But we did get well up to get to 3.8 here. It was up 20x. Remember, someone so it was a Bitfinex on a Hex huddle, I think might have said that 20x yesterday from the bottom to the top. 20x, man, and of course there's going to be some sell-off there. Of course, that who that is, you have to look at the blockchain. All right, cool. Let's get on to Maxi. Maxi here at the moment, also having a sell-off too. Obviously, 12 cents, 12.7. Yesterday we got up to. Now these candles are going to finish in 10 minutes because I'm on Dick's screener. They're on a different 12-hour different time frame, so they're finishing in 10 minutes. But yesterday we were up as high as 13.7 cents. Can you believe it on Maxi? Can you believe it? That's amazing. We were in overbought territory though, and of course today we've actually moved right down to the low of 10.82 cents. We're currently at 11.1 cents at the moment on on Dexter. You see that chart moving? I don't know why the chart's moving, but it's moving. All right, cool. Let's have a look at the premium. Premium at the moment is 77%. Oh, man, that's been zigzaggedy. 77% premium over Hex at the moment. That's where it is at the moment. Let's look at Icosa. Woohoo! We've got a number of pairs now. We seem to have about five trading pairs on Icosa now. And we've got a ETH pair here. So I'm going to use the ETH pair. It's the second biggest pool. And it's got a price of $1.90 here for Icosa. And we were down as low. This is on the 15-minute chart. So let me go to the hourly chart. Hourly chart there. So 3 hours ago, we were at the low. The low was $1.72. We're now at 3 hours later, $1.90 here. And remember, I did my example 2 days ago of an Icosa stake for 15 years. I think it was $700, 7 cents, and that was $2. So this is tracking fairly well, especially with the pullback there. So not too bad. All right, early days for Icosa. Now, will it get a rally at some stage? We'll find out whether it will rally, but at the moment it's in play. All right, we're going to get into Icosa results coming up pretty quickly. Still got a few minutes to go, so maybe we'll defer there for a little while. We're going to jump back to the Hex chart and hold on to there for the moment. Maybe move it to the hourly and see what that looks like. There's the hourly chart there for Hex. And this is on a different candle days, but it doesn't matter when you're doing the hourly. Let's get into some of the comments as well. What up? Arnold Wilton, perfect meme material. Yeah, I might play that again later on. Wealth makes you more flexible. Certainly does. Apparently, Richard is the example of that. D-Hex in the house. Howdy, D-Hex. Good to see you. Toodles only. Good morning, people. Was it good evening from Portugal? Big shout out. And good morning, people. Good morning, indeed. DB in house there as well. Hex is a killer. It is doing well. And Neil says, morning all. Possibility, my goodness, Hedron has plummeted. It did indeed. And boy, when it got overbought, it really got sold. It was up 20x though. So, it's probably not surprising. And it was overbought as well. Turtles only says Conrad Zen token, PZN still pumping. And I don't know, we'll have a check of that. Hedron will pounce, says Goody. And Turtles only Hedron is dumping because Hexagon's minted more than 3 trillion just today from the stakes they only claimed. Yeah, that's the other thing. So the Hedron actually, because we had so much minted, they ended up minting more. People minted more. So you're quite right, Turtles only. That's a very good observation. That actually we got more inflation. We're trying to get we had about 84.5 trillion or something, I think it was at the beginning, and we ended up with trillions more. Yeah, another 3 trillion or so. So no wonder we've got that in the market as well. So lots of supply, and of course we're going to get into the results for that. Let us get up there. I think we're coming up pretty closely. I'm just trying to hold off a little bit for the Icosa there. Yeah, Richard's still doing this video here on Fresh and Fit. It's pretty cool. Let's jump over to Alex. I think Alex got some updates here. So let me just go back to Alex updates on Icosa. We had Gold Key from Maximus project. And congratulations, Alex, on the successful launch. Bring new utility and value to the Hex ecosystem. That's nice to see another project team. Congratulate another one there. And both of these are the two second layer projects on top of Hex. There are now over 2,300 stakes in there. What stakes are going to auction in 90 days on the Hedron side? These ones. And of course, these ones here, 1,597 stakes. And of course, they had 14,659 T-shares there. Another 1,000 interest, 115 million Hex. Crazy stuff, right? $7,813 US. So absolutely amazing. And there's now over 2,300 stakes there. I'm going to try and get that address. I haven't got the address at the moment. I'm going to try and bring that up for this afternoon session. We'll have another look at that. Hey, look, I looked at the whale bot for Hedron, and there were over 21 million Hex staked in 5 HSI 555s on the whale bot. And that's amazing. That's amazing. What's it going to do over the next month, over the next 2 weeks in particular during the mint phase for WhatsApp? It's going to be interesting. Obviously, we expect kind of a big start and then maybe a slow sort of up and down days, slowly winding off and then a big rally at the end. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, I counted over 21 million Hex alone, and the whale bot there was staked HSI 555. So amazing. And basically what Alex is saying here, there's going to be an absolute boom in the Hedron liquidity pool. So if we go to Hedron, there's going to be an absolute boom coming up here with the liquidations in 90 days time, because the Icosa contract buys HSI stakes and then borrows all the Hedron and pays it to Icosa stakers. And of course, in addition to that, Icosa's, the SA has also burnt a lot of stuff that's going to the stakers as well. So I can't remember the number, but it's pretty high. Was it 3 billion? I can't remember. It's pretty, or 3 trillion. I can't remember. I think it's 3 trillion. But anyway, it's pretty big. So we've got our advances in default here that will show up here, and of course active liquidations. We've got this one at the moment here, 1.4 T shares, which is actually pretty decent. It's currently bidding at 370,000. There's only 6 minutes to go. I don't know. This might actually be worth quite a good deal. So that could be worth quite a big, 369,000. I'm not sure what that's worth, but let me do quick math here. 370 million, 123 times 0.123452. Was it 22,000? Is it 20? No, it can't be right. 22,000, is it? Maybe it is right. Wow. So we'll see what this is going to be, how much it's going to be worth. It's going to be crazy. What else we got there? A couple other people in house. More than 89 T's now. A trillion now, says Turtles Only in Hedron. Well, I just staked some Hedron. Hope I wasn't too early, says Alex. I think you're fine there, Alex. I bought the Icosa dip, says Tension. Nice. The inflation will disappear in a short time frame. It may surprise you, says Wookie. Yeah, I think you might be right there. All right, cool. All right, so that's coming up. Yeah, so this liquidations, we're going to have tons of these. So we only got 3 at the moment, but in 90 days we're going to have thousands of these from the looks of it. So it's going to be fun times, man. Might be able to pick up yourself a deal. So that's we're going to try and keep tabs of that. I've got to remember that's coming up. I might have to put in my diary today just to remind myself in 90 days time to come back to Hedron and have a look at the liquidations. All right, cool. Let's jump over to some of the numbers. I think we're coming up almost at midday. We'll leave it just a couple more minutes. We're going to come back. I'm just trying to get it, around about the 24-hour mark there. So we got the first day in play. We've got Hex at 6.4 cents. We've got BDC at 24,118, 1900 on ETH, holding up pretty well, and BNB still looking pretty good at 319. So it's a bit of green there. Let us see where we're at on this moment. Let's have a look on the monthly. At the monthly on BDC and ETH. BDC up 15.6% on the month, and ETH up 54%. Not bad, eh? Not bad. And 34% for BNB. So pretty good all round there. All right, very nice. Let's jump away. We're going to have a look here. I think we're pretty close. 1 more minute. We'll do a refresh in a minute. We'll come back up to that. We have a look at those details. We've got the Hex Data stats coming up in about 15 minutes time. So we're going to get on to day 987. We'll have that data coming in. That's about to finish in a minute. So we'll come back to that and onwards and upwards. But let's have one more look at Richard Art, the clubbing. How about that? While we wait 1 more minute.
Studio, baby.
All right, so that's a bit of fun. Let's do it. Let's refresh Icosa, and we're up pretty much technically at 24 hours. It was a couple of minutes later after the live. This is close enough. Let's do a refresh and see where we are on the stats. So after 24 hours, pretty much we're at 29.47 billion points in the Icosa staking. Hedron staking is at 41,346 trillion points there. Pretty nice on the Hedron staking. We've got 7.28 trillion points for We Are All SA in the pool for the NFTs. The average NFT size 1.49 billion points per NFT. We've got 4,861 watts of NFTs in the pool there. and that's after 24 hours, so almost 5,000. Pretty impressive. Let's go to the contracts on Etherscan, and we've got currently liquid here. We've got 785,000 Icosa, and with 748 wallets. With the read-only contract, we had a couple of functions here. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to have a quick look at these. I'm not sure if these ones have got the ones I'm after here. Hedron pull points. No, that's not the right one. Hedron pull points removed. No, I'm just going through it. Hedron stakes. No, that's the wrong one too. Let me look through some of these. We're going through Hedron payout. No. Hedron pull points. No, not that one either. None of these ones. So they all require different things. No, not that one there. Icosa stake supply. There's the Icosa stake supply. Nice. If I'm reading that right, I think that is 5.6 million. Let me know if I'm reading that wrong, but I think that's 5.6 million. We've currently got 785,000 Icosa in the pool there. So if this is 9 digits, then that's 5.6 million. So I think that is the number there. So cool. Icosa stakes. No, nothing there. Launch day. Yeah, day 170. So it's day 170 launch day. Cool. What else do we got there? Name Icosa. Yeah, we know that much. NFT pool Icosa collectors. No, not that one there. NFT stakes. No. And total supply. Okay, total supply. So 7, 8. So I'm not sure how many 3 zeros, 6 zeros, 9 zeros. So what's that? 785. I think that's the number we've got at the top. Yeah, 785. So that's the max supply there that's liquid at the moment. So excludes the staking stuff. So cool. What else we got? We got the Watts NFTs, 4,865 Wattses NFTs, 2,226 holders. Nice. And I'm not sure what else we got in the contract here in terms of information, royalty info. I'm not sure what that means. Token supply, 4865. Yep. Token by index. No. Just trying to have a look at some of these here while we're at it. What's the string? I think that's pretty much it. Cool. So that is the Watsa. Let's jump over to the HSIs. We've got 1,051 HSIs, 458 holders. And I actually haven't looked at this one before, but yeah, we've got 40. These are the HSIs. So we've got 40, 38, 37. So it's quite a few there. Contract there. Read only. We've got all the HSIs here, HSI counts, HSI lists here. What else there? Royalty, info, stake counts. No, stake list, stake index, stake URLs, total supply. 1051. This is the one we got at the top there, so it's cool. Now I don't know if we've got the Hedron here. Yeah, we've got the Hedron. Boom. So this is Hedron. We got 90 trillion Hedron. 90 trillion, OMG, 90 trillion, 465 billion Hedron, 21,832 holders. We've got in the Icosa contract staking Hedron, we got 9 trillion, 666 billion Hedron, and that is worth $18.6 million at the current price, which is obviously down quite a bit from down 39% in the last 24 hours. And that is 9,815 Ethereum, and that is 10.68% of the supply. So in day one, 10.68% of Hedron supply is staked. But of course, we started off at about 84.5, 85 trillion, and now we've got 90.5 trillion pretty much. So looks like we had people have minted about another 5 trillion from the looks of it. So pretty crazy stuff there as well in the old Hedron staking there in Icosa. So pretty interesting. What do we got here? So 10.7 trillion. Sorry, what did I say? 9.7 trillion Hedron staked in here. Icosa staked. What do we say? About 5.6 million, I think that we were saying. Something like that. And I think that's what we were saying. Down on the Icosa. I think that's what we were saying. Stake pool. Yeah, if I'm reading this correctly, 5.6 million. I'm pretty sure I'm reading that right there, 5.6 million. And we are all SA. We've got 4,870 what's NFTs. The question is, I haven't looked at this, but how much has gone into HSIs here? So That's the question. I think we've got 1,051 HSIs and there 458. Now, I think it was the right contract. So, yep, I think pretty sure that is royalty stake count. I think that's the right one. Yep. So, question is how much money's gone on there? I do not know. Also, what the Hex total is. I've worked out there's over 21 million through the whales that have gone into HSIs today, which is a huge amount of Hex circulating supply off the market. And of course, we'll see what the total is. And Alex has talked about the fact that there are going to be 2,300 stakes going to liquidation. So fantastic stuff there. And in here, it's got this was the older number at 1597. This was saying 115 million Hex, but that would probably include all the previous Hex as well, in my view. So I still have to do some hunting around the contract address for that. All right, cool. I think I've done a decent update. We've got probably 90% of the stuff there. The only one I'd like to see is the HSI stakes. Like the value of that, possibly the value of all the money in there, but I haven't checked that out either. Hopefully, I'll try and look at that before the next live stream. All right, what else we got going? Loved yesterday's stream, but I haven't got 4 hours of this morning, says Dave Dunner. Yeah, we're not doing a 4-hour stream today. We're just doing a standard stream. Yesterday was pretty epic. I did 2 streams. What did I do? Ended up doing about 6.5 hours yesterday. Man, oh man, that was pretty epic. Did 6 hours, maybe 4.5. Was that long? Maybe 5.5 hours. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I just received 5 Icosa from stake. Roughly says tension. Nice. Well done. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Hey, if you've got, if you don't mind, and you've got some Icosa that you received already, jump into our Discord and post some images of that you can hide your addresses and everything, but just post some of the Icosa you got there. You can hide all your private details, of course. Just post the Icosa. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Might be a bit of fun. All right, cool, very nice. And let me just jump back here. Tension in the house, $signs. Yep. And how are you today? So that's about $10. About $10 at the moment. How are you today? Very good. Lies beneath Hex, EHEX, and PLSX for the win. 100%. That's how we roll on this channel. Welcome everybody. Of course, don't forget subscribe and like and share and hit the bell. We've got Davis in the house, Hex Token channel member as well. Yo. Good to see you, Davis. And as always, appreciate the support. Let's see where we are. We're heading up towards 5,555 subscribers. We're currently at 5,461. 5,461. So we're less than 100 away. Can you believe it? Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank you, everybody, for support. I really do appreciate it. And nice to see that. Very, very cool. What does that mean? That we're 5. That means 6. So 94 away. 94 away, I guess is the number. 94 away from 555. That's so cool. And Ballet Brand recently hit 555 subscribers and had a big party. So we're going to do a party on this channel, I'm sure, for that. Crypto 7 in the UK is also moving up towards that number. So throw a subscription his way if you so inclined. And mine 5461. And of course, what's that? Yeah, 94. So cool. I didn't know I did calculate because I already worked it out. But this is how we roll. All right, cool. And let's get into it. Let's have a look at some people got some numbers for us. Bob Wells says I scooped up 2.55 Icosa. Nice. 3.25 Icosa with both Hedron stake, and Icosa stake. Nice. And Uncle Will says 23 and 62 million. Uncle Will says, what number is that, Uncle Will? Can you let me know? It's not I don't know, quite sure what that number is there, but I did add up on the whale bot that's 21 over 21 million had been put into HSI stakes by the whales in the whale bot. So that was in the last 24 hours. So that's like terrific, right? That's so good. And I'm not sure what we had 17 hours ago. Oh, well, that's a bit old. 17 hours ago. See, I'm not sure what happened with the whale bot there. It's gone a bit awry. So very nice. We're going to come up to the Hex Daily Stats in about 5 minutes' time. We've just jumped on to day 988. Can you believe it? Day 988. And we have 12 days to go after this. 12 days inclusive until we get to 1,000 days in the Hex journey. We're going to have a party for that too. So we might have a lot of parties on this channel. It's just the way it goes. Pulsechain Beta says I got 22 Icosa first day. Nice one. Woohoo! Nice one. And Uncle Will says 23 Icosa, 62 million Hedron. Nice one, Uncle Will. Nice one. I'm so happy. So that's very, very cool. Now, my point about Icosa is, will we get, let me close this down. We're going to close that down. And will we get on the Icosa chart, will we get, so Icosa currently at $1.88. Will we get a rally in the Icosa price? That's the thing. That's the thing. Will we get a rally as well? So that's going to be cool to find out. In any case, we got Hex at just under 6.4 cents. We got Icosa, Hedron at 2,000. Woo, nice one. So it's looking good. And we've got Maxi at what's happening with Maxi there? Oh, the premium, 78% premium on Maxi, and the price currently at drum roll 11.4 cents. And Icosa is at $1.88. So what have you noticed? What's different about the quad charts? Yes, you know it. We've got 4 charts now. We've got Icosa there too, and we've actually got a proper US price now. This is the second biggest pool with wrapped ETH. So we've got 4 charts, and this is the Hex charts. We haven't even got Pulsechain. When Pulsechain comes up, we're going to have a Pulsechain tab. So we're going to have Pulse and Pulse Hex. Oh my God, I'm almost drooling thinking about it. I mean, it's going to be so exciting, man. And look what we've got coming up soon. We've got yesterday, Dip Catcher from Maximus said that the contracts had gone to the audit. Public test networks coming up within this week, and there'll be some test Maxi out there. You can buy stuff buy Hex off the market. I already bought Hex off the market yesterday in a front run the price. So because I thought people were going to be buying Hex, so I already bought it. That's bad, eh? I feel bad. But I already bought it, and that's how we roll on this channel. We front run. Brendan's not in the chat, but normally Brendan would front run as well. So we front run, and here, let's see what Hex is actually worth. Hopefully I will play it out right. Of course, the Maximus not coming out yet. So what we're going to have, anyway, back with these charts, is that we're going to have 4 more charts in here, 5 more charts actually. We're going to have the base token, the trio token, the lucky token, the decky token, and the team DAO token for Maxi. And that means there's going to be 5 new charts in the Hex ecosystem. So this is Hex, obviously on the left there, and all the second layer products on top of it. And of course, including team token, because it's going to be tied to Maxi. Maxi is going to be tied to Hex. So welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. And that's going to be basically, 9 charts. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. 9 charts. Later on, we're going to have Power City Flex coming out. And of course, that would be 10 charts in the Hex ecosystem. World domination. And of course, these are all tied together. Very, very cool. Multiple passive incomes as well, all linked up. Beautiful stuff. The second layer products, they take Hex off the market and they help drive that circular momentum forward. It's very, very powerful stuff, and we're still having a lot of fun with this. It's going to be so cool. So when will Maximus possibly launch? Maybe towards the end of the month, but likely in the first half of September now. So we'll stay tuned with the latest once the team gets official updates there as well. But it has gone to audit, and public test network's coming out this week. So expected this week, I should say. So cool. That was from Dip Catcher yesterday. Bullish. Now we do probably what we got this at the moment. We've got the Icosa launch running for 14 days with the Maximus. So I have just switched around there, but we'll come back to that in a second. What have we got? Hex at the moment. We've got Pulse at the top. Pulse Hex on is a third. Where is Hex? Has Hex disappeared? Where'd Hex go? Oh, no. Maybe it got dumped in my head. I can't even see it on there at the moment, but Hex is there. And cool. I picked up some Hex, so that was nice. Let's pull up some Hex here. We're going to get some Hex. Hex. That's not how you spell Hex. I picked up 2,500 Hex. That's all I could afford, apparently. 2,500 Hex. But yeah, that's worth 7,000. I can't remember what I paid for it yesterday. But that's cool. 7,500 Hex, because you're going to need Hex for the Maximus tokens when they come on the Pulsechain test network this week, probably. So cool. Where was I going here with this? I was going somewhere. So exciting. So we're just expanding, and welcome to the family. That's all I can say. What else we got? A couple of comments in here, so let's get to that. Crypto Chronic, nice. Yeah, definitely very nice there. Nice to see people getting paid as well. Check Pison, says Turtle. Yeah, sorry. I must do that. Let me check the Pison one there. Pzen. Paysan, and we've got two charts here. Liquidity 810. So we'll go for this one. This is Zen's one here. Man, it's actually half a 6/10%. Is that what you recall? I thought it was different from this. Let me have a look on the daily there. I presume this is right. And let's have a look at the contract here. 880,000 PZen and 477 orders. We've got the holders here. Some domination. Yeah, some pretty good domination by his top wallets. What else we got going on there? Yeah, currently at 6/10 of a penny. So hopefully that's the correct one there, turtles only. I found the turtle right one there. Very nice. All right, cool. Crypto Chronic says, what do you guys think Icosa will go to price this coming bull? Yeah, we did a poll yesterday on that Crypto Chronic. We had 50% were, at least about 55% were bearish under $2, whereas that was over the next 2 weeks. And I think we had 46% that said it would be higher than $2. So that was kind of the poll that we had. Up to $4, I think we had the top price there, $4 or greater, which I think was about 25%. So that's kind of where we had on that. Pulse beta, I went pretty hard too, says Uncle Will. Nice. 1 of 3 Icosa, 7.7 Icosa, 24 million Hedron. Nice one there, Wookie. Icosa can do $100 6 months, says Chenchin, says Question. You think, eh? Just guessing. Well, the thing about Icosa, it's going to be scarce, right? Even though with the minting phase coming out, it still will be relatively scarce, and it is tied to the Hex inflation rate, the share rate. So that's going up and to the right. So basically, that means inflation is going to be lower and lower and lower over time. So that's pretty clever like that. Yeah, man. So most of the inflation will be up the front, but it's still starting off from zero. And what did I say? We had probably about 6 million or something, did we? Never get head around that. Would be nice still, says Crypto Chronic. OG's in the house there when Pulsechain launches. How about a 24-hour stream, says OG? Well, do my best for the OG. I'm warming up. Turtles only says thanks. I will have to have some guests on though to do that, I'm sure. Icosa is pumping, says Bob Wells. It is at 20,000. So yeah, is it pumping? I think we got the price on there, haven't we? We don't have the price. Icosa there is. Oh, it is too. $1.92. It's up on the last 4 hours. It's definitely up there on the last 4 hours. You can see Icosa. All right, what else we got going? I got 6 Icosa and 30 million Hedron. Not bad for a goldfish, says Crypto Chronic. Nice work. I'm a plankton. How much will I get? Lol, says OG. I can't wait for that to happen. Okay, cool. Nice. All right. Let's jump over to what we're doing. We got the Hex Day numbers out. I think we have. Day 987, hot off the press, folks. We got a 15th of August. We got a price of 6.4 cents on Hex, down 6.2, which is the first day we've actually had a proper down day because we've had a pretty good last 12 days or so on the Hex price. Payout per T-share 6.298. The share price is up at $1,484. Amazing how fast it changes around. So it really has changed pretty fast there. Let's have a look at 30 days ago, 40 days ago, 50 days ago. Yeah, 50 days ago you could get it much cheaper, and that's just the way it goes. The share rates increased 6 today, and it's up at 23,175. And remember, this is what Icosa, Hedron, and Hedron are both tied to, this share rate. So as it goes up, means that there's less inflation basically around for all the metrics that they have. The average stake length is 6.56. The annual percentage yield rate is 38.94. The amount of Hex in the pool is 190.8 million, so it's heading in the wrong direction. We want to go down. With the lowest we've had in the last 10 days of 146.7. And liquidity in the pool, $13.8 million US dollars. What's the high we've had so far? 14.6, almost 14.6 million. We've got 1,369 ETH, which is actually the highest, actually. So this moves around with people buying and selling, but also moves around with people adding liquidity and removing liquidity. So take that into account as well. We're up 8,000 T-shares after 2 decreases. We're up at 8,000 T-shares today, and so it's good to see some of the big stakers staking. And we're at 10.4 million, 10,434,000 T-shares. Remember, Hex is simple to understand. We have a reward pool every day, has inflation and penalties in it, and we have an ownership pool with T-shares. T-shares means trillions of shares, so we have 10.4 million T-shares. And of course, if you change any of those numbers around, they pay out per TCA changes. It's pretty much that. That's Hex in a nutshell. We had some big decrease in circulating supply, increase in staking. Nice. 9.59% of all Hex is staked. And we've got 3.4 million Hex in penalties, which is a very good day for Hex share owners. So nice there. Now here's some of the stellars. Yeah. Look at this, man. Is this insane? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Awesome, man. Okay, so stake is up 1,060 like a boss. Booyah. Man, I can't even remember the last time we had 4 digits in the staking numbers. Thanks, Icosa and Hedron staking there. We're at 103,466 current stakers like a boss, and we only just hit 100,000, and these numbers are changing the game. It does say current holders down 96, which is always an odd number, but we're at 308,066, and the total holders now 484,198, up 1,341. Yesterday up 1,219, and man, we're heading towards 500,000 on total holders there. But the key number here, the stakers and the current holders, looking really, really good, like a boss there, like a boss. Man, it's so good. All right, so we are up to date 988, and of course that's just started 20 minutes ago, and of course we're only 12 days away or less from the 1,000 days. Beautiful. As we grow up. Our boy's about to leave home. Our 3-year-old boy is about to leave home. It's a bit like a Spartan, right? You know, Hex is like a Spartan. Our 3-year-old boy's about to leave home and fight the wolves out in the hills or something. If he survives, he's a true Spartan. If he dies, he is not a true. I think they actually left at about 7 years old, but you know, we'll just do 3 years old. That's fine. All right, cool. So nice, very nice. All right. So we're up to here. I'm just yeah. Let's move on. All right, cool. Let's switch back to the ETH chain, and we're going to jump back to way to Hedron. So Hedron, yep, cool. Hopefully that's going to reset, but we'll come back to that in a second. The Icosa tracking along pretty nicely. Let's have a look at the headline numbers here on Icosa. We're entering the second day of Icosa, of course. And we've got some cool numbers here at the moment. We've got 24.37 billion shares in Icosa, 41,851 trillion shares in Hedron. We've got 7.79 trillion points in We All SA pool. The average NFT size is 1.58 billion points there, and there are now 4,930 watts of NFTs, almost at 5,000. Very cool. Now, we did a poll yesterday also on how many people thought in the first 4. This only lasts for 14 days, right? This is only 14 days long. We're in day 2 now. And we had a poll. Would it be 20,000, 40,000, 60,000, 80,000? And I think 80,000 came in second. Under 20,000 came in first. So I suspect that it's going to be interesting. Obviously, we have a big launch day, so it's very big. And we got almost 5,000. So we'll see how we get on with that. But yeah. 14 days, 13 days to go in this. We always say after that there will be no more pool points. What do we have at the end is going to be what we have at the end, and yeah, we'll probably have a bit of a rush at the end as well. People jumping in at the end there. So early days, 2 weeks of pumpermentals for sure, and then of course it will run its own course in the future. Let's have a look here. Icosa at the moment, 778,000 Icosa in liquid here, 747 holders. The staking of Icosa, I've got to make sure I get the right one here. Icosa staked. I think this is 5.6 million. So I think there's 5.6 million. I hope I'm right about that. I hope it's not 56 million. I think it's 55.6 million. And we have got Watsa there. Watsa is currently 4,935 Watsas. We just said that. 2,040 holders. And what's this one here? This one is the HSIs. 1,052 HSIs, 458 of those. And what else we got going here? Hedron at the moment. We are at 9.8 trillion. Hedron is staked in the Icosa staking DApp, and that is $19.5 million US, and it's currently 10.87% of all Hedron is staked. Now, Arguably, we've got the Origin accounts and all their Hedron. We've got the Hex Godwell, so things like that. So what are we going to get that's going to be reasonable? Let's say over the first 2 weeks, what will we get up to in terms of Hedron stakes? Will we get up to 30%, something like that? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Is there a cap if we exclude those accounts? Is there a cap? Hope someone does the maths. It'd be well worth doing. So cool. Let's jump into the chat. Hey, looks like we've got a lot more people. We only had about 40 people or 30 people, which was a good amount. But Richard Hart was streaming, and it's probably finished now, I guess. That was pretty cool. Now, this is great. I love seeing this stuff, man. Fresh and fit, 848,000 subscribers. Really, really cool. I love seeing Richard with Hex skins. And, of course, this feels like a little shift going on. We've seen Richard at the castle doing a lot of his great videos, which we always love. And, of course, we've seen him with third-party people doing stuff, but seeing with some Hex skins. I don't know, it feels like we're just getting bigger and bigger. I don't know, something about that. So it's very cool to see. So I haven't finished watching it. I just got stuck here at this point. So probably got a little bit more to watch. Maybe it goes for another 20 minutes, half an hour, I'm not sure. But Richard also has been partying in Miami, and we're going to play that now since we've got people that haven't seen this one. So I've added my own funky music. Let's enjoy this.
Studio, baby. No!
I love that splits. Look at the splits. Richard's a hoot sometimes, man. He's a hoot. I love it. That's pretty fun, man. Let's play it one more time, man.
Studio, baby.
You gotta love that, right? You gotta love that. So very alpha. I like it. DB says I like Hex very much. Me too. That was an awesome stream with RH on Fresh Fit. Yeah, it looks like a really fun format, right? I really like this. Very, very cool format. So yeah, it was really nice. It's really, really great. So nice work there. These figures we get from 24 hours. This is the same every 24 hours. I don't know about I'm live streaming at the same time, Crypto Chronic. I don't know if you want them for the first 2 weeks. We'll see how we get on there. I just thought I'd do at least the first day, but I do live stream at the end of the day for Icosa, so it kind of makes sense. Maybe we can check in on them most days. Let's see. RH came with the fire facts again, says Brennan. Yep. Sold for 500 million Hedron, says Damien. Nice. What else we got there? Sandy Beach in the house. Nice Sandy Beach. What else we got there? Donnell's in the house. Insanity. Yeah, Insanity. We love a bit of Insanity. Always makes life a little bit more fun. And just as long as it's not what we base our reality on, then it's always a bit of fun. What's up, Superman? Woo-hoo. Hello, Hexkins. Check my pulse in the house. Good to see you. All right, let's jump over to the markets. Here is Hex at the moment, 6.1 cents at the moment. We're at just under 6.4 at the beginning of the live stream. See if we can get a Hex token pump on. Do you guys watch the RH interview? I thought it was good. Yeah, I've watched a lot of it up until the live stream. That's kind of where we're at this stage. We'll watch the last 20 minutes or whatever I missed after the live stream. Crypto Chronic and House. Brian says, day 1000 is my birthday. Are you kidding? Wow, that's amazing. You'll always remember day 1000 then, Brian. Back in black. Yeah, back in black. Nope, it's not still going, says Damien. No, it's probably finished now. The best is yet to come. Hexon set a new super chat record, it seemed. Really? I bet that was good. There was like, was it 5,700 people watching when I was watching it? So it must have been pretty good. It was a good interview, says DB Cooper. Nice. Yeah, I thought it was really nice format. A really great format. And I liked how the interviewers were switching between guests on there. I liked that. I thought that was really nice flow. That channel gets 100,000 views per vid, says XXO. Well, I bet it's going to do a lot better than that for Richard. I'm sure it will probably do some pretty nice exposure there. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. I was going to go to dinner, but it was so good to leave, says Sandy Beach. Yeah. His is better than a sliced bread, says Checks My Pulse. You do the best music, man. Yeah, Dave. I think it's my dancing. My dancing background. I like upbeat music, so I always put upbeat music on those things. And I only have a limited music stuff because I'm taking it from somewhere. But definitely like to lift the music on the video. The original one was not very good, to be honest. Crypto Artie says, "Well, how about that Hedron accumulation for Icosa?" Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy, Crypto Artie. I counted over 21 million Hex put into by the whales into HSI stokes over the last 24 hours. 21 million off the market, folks. 5555. And of course, we've got 13 days left to go in the initial launch phase, if you think about it, with the WhatsApp. So that's likely to keep that elevated up for a while. So it's positive for Hex a longer term. Very excited. Very nice. We'll see how high that gets after 14 days or something. That would be cool. Was a nice stream, 647. Yeah, I really liked it myself. I'm going to watch the last 20 minutes. I get to watch. I haven't still watched the last 20 minutes. I watched most of it. But there we are. I don't want to be too late with my live streams because, I do 2 a day. So I don't want to get them too close together. Jonathan Parler in the house. Hey, Jonathan. Good to see you in the house. Brennan as well. Richard owned that poll. Yeah, for sure. RH is better than me on a poll, says Sandy Beach. That's funny, Sandy. That's real funny. God mode, says Ted Brown. Yeah. What else we got going on there? FL says pay devs more and release Pulsechain, says FL. Well, FL, Richard did give us an update the other day on the Pulsechain. So he was listening to people and he responded with an update. So let's go have a look at that. And a lot of people comments that I've seen, and people were very happy with that update. All they wanted was an update, and they got one. So there we are. Pulsechain update. We've got a bit of red team versus blue team going, ordering going. We've written a denial of service bot to attack the private test network in different ways to break it. We've also changed validated count to increase entropy and rotation working hard. So there was a nice little update. Yeah, one of the things I had issue was obviously Polygon got attacked by bots with the low gwei at 1 gwei. So there's probably different attack vectors. So it was very wise leading up to the chain launch. So very cool. Happy about that. All right, cool. That is the Pulsechain update. What else we got going on there? That split by RH was pretty impressive, says Bob Watts. I thought so too. And he's holding his hand underneath too as well. So there's a lot of weight on that. So it's kind of interesting. No proof, Bob and Hex. Oh, yeah. Icosa staking pool yield is fire, says OG. Nice. I just checked mine. Very cool. Yeah, let us know on the Discord there, OG. What else there? We've got these cool pictures. Yeah, from these were in Miami as well with the Hexkins and Cream the Dream. I haven't seen Cream Dream for a while. It's always nice that he's got great energy, so always be good. You could imagine him at this interview today. So if he was at this interview here, if he was this one over here. If he was at this interview, Cream the Dream would have been, his energy would have been off through the roof. He's very charismatic. Wookie says stake 1 Hedron of 55 million and overall got back 44 million on day 1, as well as 19 Icosa all up. Wow, that's fantastic. That's fantastic, Wookie. 40 now. Last time I went, got sprayed. Lol, in that last one. Let's jump through a couple more comments. I think we're close enough that I have a number that I will be minting. My weight, it says Bob. Okay, cool. Hey, so I wanted just to put a shout out here. Be very careful with claiming airdrops. Be very careful claiming airdrops. If you're using your wallet that's got Hex stakes and a lot of your assets in it, and you don't know have good confidence that these airdrops have been vetted, you know, like Pulse Police and Telegram. They vet some of these airdrops. Don't interact with them. You know, I've had people that are very well known hexkins in the community contact me, and it's just like really bad. They claim airdrops that were not vetted, not confirmed with their main wallets, and they get compromised, and to varying degrees. You know, sometimes it's an approval that allows them to take your liquid hex, for example, or liquid assets that are in there. Other times they'll take it. They'll clean you out. They do not care. They are very bad people. And so I just reiterate to you to take your security really seriously. If you've got a hex staking ladder, just think about how valuable that's going to be in the future compared to today. And hex is getting scarcer on the market. And just think about that. Just like Bitcoin was, you know, $100, and you know, now it's gone up to 69,000. You know, think about that with hex. Think of it in those terms. Think about what you're risking in terms of maybe a couple $100, you know, at best. You know, sometimes a couple thousand, depending on what airdrop. If it was like the uni drop, but just be very careful. If it's not being vetted by the community with devs, I would not be, you know, going cowboy and claiming little airdrops for a little gain. Your hex stakes and everything is just too valuable. It's going to potentially be too life changing. And you know, we've got enough challenges coming up in the future with, you know, financial issues coming around, let alone you getting your bag, you know, your portfolio cleaned out. So just take really extra care. I'm just bringing it up because, you know, I have people contact me that surprised me that you know, but this is the temptation in crypto. And just be very careful out there. I really do strongly suggest that. So anyway, that's a bit of the end of that, but do take care. It's not worth it. Your hex is valuable, and the rest of your assets are valuable. So try and stay amongst the, you know, the stuff that's really been confirmed, and don't cowboy claims. You think you're going to get a couple $100, switch it into hex, and of course then your hex gets drained, you lose it all. So be careful. All right, that was the official announcement there of the day. Benny Blanco, we got paid today. Nice one, Benny. Thanks for the update. Missed that since I've been out at everything lately, says FL. Hey, you're welcome. That's where I'm Pulsechain. Hexodal, yeah, but not by much. A huge stakes coming out will bring it higher. All right. Thanks, H647. Nice one. Hexodal says also penalties probably don't go under 6 hex per t-shirt per day. They stitched up Richard by saying they had Elon on the phone. Oh, really? That's pretty funny. Curious how fast that payout will happen, increase with those products coming. What else we got going there? Sandy says she's waiting for waiting. Why isn't your account showing on Hex Streamers anymore? Hex Streamers because they look like they took me off intentionally. I don't. This is a no drama channel, so I try not to talk about things when people attack my channel. I try not to talk about it. But that looks like what they did after I played Texan tokens. So they're obviously against you know, other accounts like Rag to Riches, Great you know, Crypto Heartbeat and things like that. So this is a small part of our community that likes to be nasty. It's just unfortunate, it seems. So that's just the way it goes. We move on. So anyway, Sandy Beach in the house there. Hey Benny, woohoo! I'm hot. Says Hexodal. Nice one. All right, so let's jump through some of these. Bobby is in the house. Hey, Bobby, good to see you again. I sold 2 HSIs for Icosa. We're not seeing a dollar value, but confident this will be a fun ride. Yeah, I'd keep a spreadsheet there, Bobby, and hope if you haven't already, and keep track of the value. Sandy Beach in the house. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, it's good to see Bobby back. I'd be good. Johnny, Bobby, be good. Let's jump through some of these. Hodling to claim, says Hexodal. Nice. DB Cooper says, don't wait longer. Not interested at all, but appreciate the $3, says DB. Nice one. Yeah, so apparently the Pulse Police have vetted the weight token. That is part of the, what team is that? The Ocean team? That's not the Ocean team. Something team. I can't remember now. All right, cool. All right, so let's get into a wrap-up of the markets here. We're coming up to an hour and 10 minutes. So we've got BTC at 2,400. 24,000, I should say. Ethereum at just dropped below 1,900. 1,889. And BNB at 319, holding up like a boss there. We've got Hex at 6.14 cents. No Hex token channel pump at the moment. We've got Hedron after a massive correction. We did talk about that yesterday, being overbought. Said, oh, there's a chance that it might get pulled down. It was up 20x as well. So it's still holding up pretty nicely. Interestingly, at this support level and at 22,000 there. So still holding up. What else we got going? We got Maxi at 11 cents. And the premium on Maxi on the bottom left here is 78%. So definitely off its highs. We got Icosa there at $1.83 at the moment. That was actually green. It was actually up at $1.92 or something. But Icosa is there. We've got 4 charts now, though. The empire is building, and it's going to be fun. And we've got 5 more charts coming up with Maximus. So it's just growing. And this is before Pulsechain comes. When Pulsechain, we'll have a whole new tab. And we'll have all those mighty tokens. Pulsex. Incentive token, and of course Hex on Pulsechain. It's going to be awesome. So we're going to have lots of fun there. We're going to be really, really cool. Let's have a look at the BNB memes, see how they're going, because I haven't actually checked them today. BNB memes on BNB chain. We've got Pulse Dodge had a pretty terrific day yesterday, last couple of days. Off the bottom there from, was it 2940, now up to 5524, and actually got up to 6168. So a nice little uptrend building there too. Let's watch that one pretty closely. That is almost a phoenix rising from the ashes, isn't it? A phoenix rising from the ashes there. P33, incredibly volatile, still struggling to get an uptrend going. Has moved higher, of course, but 18.5 cents there, but pretty volatile. You would really want to watch that chart pretty closely. And finally, IM, Internet Money, is at 11.99. Also struggling to get a nice uptrend. It's definitely got an uptrend, but struggling to really move at a decent pace. And they're currently at 1100 or 1200 there, let's say. Let's look at the weight token quickly. Everyone's talking about claiming, so let's look at the weight token here. Most people are waiting, but this had a really dramatic day the other day. Let's pull this up. I have no order on this chart, so I have to pull it up manually. Let's pull that up. That's like a boss there. All right, so cool. Let's have a look at it. It's mostly been around 0.5% to let's say 0.7 of a cent there. So it's holding up pretty well. Just under 0.6 of a penny at the moment. Pretty much as the market's just valued it in this range. It's pretty much not changed. Not many people have claimed, and most people are waiting for Pulsechain and probably claim close to the time. It's inflating by about 4.5 million weight tokens a day. From 880 million on the 5th of what month? July? 5th of July there. So cool. What's that, 6 weeks? It's been around for 6 weeks? Yeah, about 6 weeks it's been around. That's crazy, man. Pulse Dodge coin. Oh, holding it. It's just holding on. Just holding on at the moment. Remember, staking and inflation and deflation is still coming. It's currently at $5.60. Kind of holding on around this here. I don't know whether to remove this or not. Let me know what you think. I've still got my support level there in there, but it's kind of teetering here, teetering. I guess it's kind of technically broken, but it's kind of technically it's just holding on here. It's kind of broken, but we will see. If it does come down, I've got the price at $4.40. If it does come down to $4.40, it wasn't overbought territory. Come down here in the RSI. Currently at 45. So this Pulse Dodge coin there. Now, obviously, it's probably a bit of a victim of Icosa, and this is the way it goes. So Hedron used to be the victim, right? Hedron used to be the victim. Now it looks like Pulse Dodge coin a bit of a victim of the old Icosa launch there. Maximus is coming up. So who's Maximus going to make a victim of? It's not going to be Hex, right? Because Hex benefits from everything that's building on top of it. So maybe that might have a little effect as well. So we'll watch out for that. Jokes aside. Now, Dipcatcher did say that he's going to probably in future products possibly incorporate Icosa into the ecosystem. So that's definitely possible as well. So we'll see how he plays out with that. Cool VIP, as we say. Remember the team token. The team token is going to get the Hedron and the new products. The team token. So out of all those base trio, Lucky and Dicky, it's getting the Hedron and that. So it's going to be fun to see that play. Woohoo! Rock on. Hey, let's pull it up, Let's pull it up. Let's pull up What are we talking about? Maximus. Let's pull up the Maximus dash and have a look at the dashboard and see what that's getting on at the moment. Let's see how much is in the treasury on Maximus. Dashboard. Let's see. Drum roll. There we go. Haven't looked at this for ages. Okay, treasury value just under 20 million, 19.9 million. Let's have a look at the value of backing of Maxi, 6.765. That's crazy. The market price is like 11 cents. And there it is. So Maxi market price, 11 cents. The Maxi treasury price, 6.765, just above X. Hex is currently at 6.2, just under 6.2. So this has got a half a cent premium, just over half a cent premium here on Hex, maybe just almost 6/10 of a penny premium over Hex, the treasury price. But the market price is factoring in future value of the treasury stake for Maxi. So pretty crazy. The total treasury in Hex, 322 million. Remember, it started off at 294.3 million. It's now at 322. So it's actually gained 28 million Hex. Can you believe it? Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, it really is building our well here. Total treasury, Hedron, 5.7 billion Hedron. And of course, that's going to be estimated in the future to be, 1.1 trillion or something. Pretty crazy stuff there. Total supply, 294.3 million Maxi. How much Maxi will go into the team token? How much Maxi will get off the market? And of course, that's a huge pump for Maxi. And of course, to get the base, the Trio, the Lucky, and the Dicky, it's going to take Hex off the market. Potentially, if it does 150 million per product, times 4, that's 600 million for bigger pays, better bonus, maximization. That's huge for Hex. And we'll probably, it's to be question to be open, but we don't know how much. Like I said, we've seen over 21 million over the last 24 hours from the big accounts. Does exclude the smaller accounts go into HSI stakes. How much, and that's off the market for 15.2 years. They're virtually all 555s. The biggest one I saw was 2 million Hex. I saw a couple of other ones that were over 1 million that were also on the whale bot. So some pretty big stuff there off the market for 15.2 years. Now, obviously, in 90 days, those will come up to liquidation on Hedron. So it's going to be cool to see that. Pretty cool stuff. So nice one there. And those are some of the other metrics there. Estimated yield at the end, over $100 million in 15.2 years at the current prices. So we will see what that looks like. Will it be a multi-billion-dollar fund by that time? Probably. Obviously not investment advice. We will find out. All right, cool. All right, there we go. All right, so very nice. Okay, Hex at 6.2 cents there. It eased off. It got up to the spike up here of 7.6 cents. So it's down about 1.4 cents from the high there. So I think that's right. Let's take the ruler here. Down 1.4 cents. So 18% off that high. And we'll see where it finds some support here. Definitely in the support area here. I guess maybe 5.8 cents. I got 5.9, but we'll see. 5.9 is kind of where I think it might get some support. So maybe 5.8 to 5.9. Let's see if it can bounce off there. All right, cool. Let's jump back over to here. We've got a couple more comments. Got a couple more comments in here. Let me have a look here. So look here. We've got a couple more comments. Oh man, I didn't realize how far back I got on these comments up here. Comments on there. I think we got up to there. Let's have a look here. We got a couple more. Got up to there. Brazologist in the house. I think this is where we got up to. Hey guys, how is everyone? Says Briz. That's funny because Kinetics did a video about ticks and tokens, says X-Force 1. And Coast team. Yeah, Coast team was it? Yeah. Well, there's a number of teams, Hex-Force 1, that have been thrown off that site. So Kinetics is pretty big, so it might have been very political to take Kinetics off. But it doesn't matter because we're on YouTube, so we can do our own thing, right? We don't need sites like that. RH building the devs on attack has me thinking. And what else we got going? Buy the dip, says Rothko. Yep, buy the dip. Bob Bell says Richard Hart did say he would give us a snapshot heads up, but you never know. That's true around Pulsechain. When Pulsechain comes, this will become a 24-hour stream to cover all the tickets. Yeah, might have to run this channel on show, says, and I agree with you on that one. Very true, very true. I might be Hex Token will do a 24-hour live stream. Man, that would be quite something. I will try and do my best, that's for sure. Sponsored by Red Bull, yeah. Or lattes, that's true. I like my lattes. Hex Token's got to take breaks for food though. So Hex Hole, you know the truth. That's just true. All right, so what else we got going? But he's man, yeah, that's true too. I'm caught in a paradox there. I think. Look at the wicks on PLSD. I need to get some limit order, says Bobby Wells. Yeah. What else we got going? Buy the dip catcher NF, not financial advice, says Torrent. Let's jump through some of these. Got to have dinner. Have a great rest of the stream, says Sandy Beach. Hey, well, we're going to wrap up soon anyway, so that's cool. Sold 0.6 billion Hedron, says Damien. Nice. But Phoenix says, enjoy, Miss Sandy. Let thy food be thy medicine. I like that one. But Phoenix. Is there another site, PulseTubers or something? Yeah, PulseTubers is what we pretty much talk about. So PulseTubers is useful links. You can go to PulseTubers here. Where is it here? PulseTubers. Yeah, so we've got our RH Money team and PulseTubers. So you can go to PulseTubers. This is sites, a neutral site. So no politics on this site, just a neutral place as well. And there we are. So, when a streaming platform wants to silence YouTube streamers, I got no time for that. I disagree with a lot of stuff on other channels, but that's freedom, right? So, one part of the principle about crypto, about Hex and that's freedom. So, when people don't like something, it's they're not going to dog us that way. So anyway, you got all the channels on here. So this is the best site for channels. So you got all the details, all the YouTubers on here. It's very, very cool. So definitely you can check out the PulseTube here. It's got all channels on the community here, on the content creators. What else? It's got lots of channels, so many channels, man. What's it, over 100 channels or so. Look at all these channels. So now, only so many are consistent. Here's Hex Token down here. Look at that. So you got Rags to Riches, Crypto Heartbeat, K4K, Whales Only, Richard Hart, Hexologist. Good to be down amongst all these alphas. But there's so many big, Belly Brand, Jimrack Crypto, Fashion Coder. I mean, there's so many crypto slot there now rising up. Lots of other channels there. Trayvon, Randy Alaski, Heinz Crypto, Dipcatcher. And there's so many. Sam Stolt there. Look at them all. Just one up Crypto 7, out of Pulse, Gerardo. By the way, if you get your wallet compromised, How to Pulse apparently have a solution there that may be able to help you. So you can hit them up by contacting them. I'm not sure whether they've officially launched their product or not, but definitely they're working on something if you do get your wallet compromised. I'm not sure what their solution is actually, but that's definitely an option for you. So many people in the house there. Look at all these people. Really is cool. When Pulsechain grows, man, this number's going to absolutely bolt. So it's going to be so many more people. Very cool. You can call two stuff too. You can hit random on this. You can hit random. You can hit under 1,000 subs. You can hit you can also do, so these are everyone under 1,000 subs. So if you want to help people get over 1,000 subs, you can go and check out some of the channels here. Got Black Crypto there, KG. You can help them out, KSB TV, get over 1,000 subs. There's also under 555 subs. As you know, Crypto 7 and I are both trying to move up to 5,555. So we're trying to get there. Look at there. Hex Token's at the top, and Crypto 7 there is number 2. Randy Alaski as well. Are you believable? Unbelievable. So definitely Crypto Sparbook. So these are the ones funding Jim down there. Man, Corey Costa. We're heading up towards 5,555. We are so close, folks. So if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Man, oh man, how are we up to now? This is slightly out of date. We're up to 5,465. So we're only, 95 away? Is it something like that? 95 away from 5,555. So if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. I just realized that. So yeah, these are all the channels that are under 5,555. And look, Hex Token just about to move out and into the above 555 club. Throw a sub to Randy Alaski, Crypto 7, Hex Token, and way to go. So there we are. Isn't that cool? So go and subscribe there. Bam, I'll post it in the channel. Bam. Will the ETH split also give us a third copy of Hex? Yeah, it looks like it will. Proof of work. Any thoughts on PLSS? I think it's impressive. They are using the taxes to provide liquidity on the Pulsechain side for good trading. I actually haven't checked that one there, Pulsechainer. Maybe post something in our Discord price chat about that. I'm the 69th like, says Unimax. Nice. Wow, what a community it looks like. All these streamers, nothing better. Yeah, absolutely. Bitfinex. Pulse Shiba did a 2.5x today. Nice. Pulsepot. And what a great feature. Certainly is. And those RH called Conrad's token a scam. Oh, really? Oh, that's just the way it is. So cool. Yeah, well, there's also Silvertooth also come out with a free token, which is going to get monetized somehow later or something. I haven't actually followed too much of it, but you can get 50 Silvertooth's free one, 55 million, something like that, just by posting your address. So interesting. Yeah, I won't be doing anything like that on this channel. Can't see a reason to do anything like that on this channel, first of all. But yeah, we're just here to promote Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex pretty much, and the projects around it. So I think that's probably what we're going to keep doing. What do you guys reckon? Thumbs up. Good call. Good call. Good call. I knew you were going to say that. And we're coming up to an hour and a half. I think we're going to wrap up for the first live stream. Let's see if Richard's got anything else as well. Let's get into it. Yeah, I think that's it. So nice one, and we'll jump away. Hedron here. So Hedron, here's the minting. Yeah, so we had 2 trillion and then another 2.2 trillion minted, but we've had some interesting borrowing numbers as well. So borrowing has increased. I wish I could read the decimals. 369 133 billion borrowed today, and then day 171. So yesterday, today, whenever it ticks over, I guess it's today. The day is just gone. 133 billion borrowed. What's that? that's 87,000 burned. 87,000 burned. I think that's right. 87 million burned. Sorry. On day 171, and 2.2 trillion minted day 70. But day 70 was also high, or just under 2 trillion then too. So really a big jump here in the old Hedron there. So pretty fascinating. And liquidations. What did we ended up having that liquidation? It's closed. What did it go for? I don't know. I should have watched that actually. I didn't even follow that. Crazy, but we've got liquidations. This is going to be in 90 days' time. This is going to have thousands of liquidations in here. So we've got 3 at the moment. It's going to be flooded through. It's going to be a bonanza for you. If you've got Hedron to be able to buy these HSIs, you might be getting some real good value with multiple T shares. You could end up getting a bargain. It's going to be fun to find out. Will you get a bargain, or will it be break even? Will you pay too much? I don't know. It's going to be fun to see. That's in 90 days' time. I've got to put that in my calendar. It's going to be fun. All right, cool. We're going to jump out of all that. Don't forget to get into our Discord. The link is in the video description. We're heading up to 650 members. We had a few new members just today, actually. Is it today? Yeah, yesterday there. So yesterday we had heaps of members yesterday. So welcome to everybody. And I think that's probably it. So let's wrap up here. I'm going to watch the rest of this after the live stream. We've got Bitcoin at 24,123. We've got ETH at 1896. We've got Hex currently at 6.2. Let's see if it bottoms out at 5.8, 5.9. And of course, we've got Pulse Dogecoin at $5.60. That's cool. Let's have a look at the Hex charts just finally. We've got Hedron at 2,036. We've got Maxi at 11.1 cents, and we've got Icosa at $1.83. Welcome to the growing Hex ecosystem. This is the finish. We're on day 2 of Icosa, and man, things are moving forward. Maximus has gone to audits. Boom! And we'll be on Pulsechain Test Network coming up this week. Look forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Woo-hoo-hoo! Rock on. And, of course, we'll be back here tomorrow. We will probably do an update for day 2, see how we're getting on there as well. Maybe some of you can track some of these measures at home. Who knows? That's pretty much how we roll here. All right. I think that's it. We're going to power out here. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Big shout out to Alex for creating a great product, and, of course, a dip catcher as well. And hopefully we'll get Power City on here soon too. Talk about their cool stuff. Let's just jump through some of these comments before I noticed it. Kudos to Alex, says Big Kahuna, on successful Icosa Hedron staking. Absolutely, certainly innovative and Hex bullish products. Exciting future with people like Alex and Dipcatcher in the community. Well said to Big Kahuna. I mean, Big Base is coming. It's coming right now. Where did you find those lists under 1,000? Just with the index at the top. You can hit that, Brian. There's a little filter at the top under all content creators or something. Of the Hex ecosystem tokens, what we'd say the best buy at the moment is Hedron and PUSD or something else. Always like to get the value one. Well, Hex is the probably the relatively safer one in my view. But either Hedron or PLSD, possibly PLSD actually in my view. But once again, it's up to you what you want to do. The answer is always Hex, says Stevie. Yeah, that's what was my first answer. Superman will need a PA. Yeah. I like that one, Wookie. Hedron liquid loans, nothing else, says Hex. I like it. Thanks, Superman. That's the way to finish. Thanks, Torrin. Appreciate it. We're going to finish on there. You guys know I love to read your comments. And of course, sometimes people like to keep putting comments in there just so I have to read them. That's how they roll. Everyone's got a sense of humor. Bang, bang, bang. Welcome to the awesomest, most greatest crypto ecosystem on the planet. Your host, Superman. Peace out. Catch me for live stream number 2 in 5 hours' time. I'll see you then. Bye for now. Big base. Here we go.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you as well. How's it going? Look at the bling. Flexing, hard flexing.
You know he did the watch for me.
Oh, man. So what's in here? What's this?
Show us.
Maybe we should find out who you are first. Tell me about you, man.
I'm Art Oracle. I really enjoy everything you've ever done here to get us going. Oh, Hexagon big time.
Nice, man.
Oh, yeah.
Why'd you get in?
Why did I get in? Because you had the best. You absolutely had the best. I did my research, man.
Nice, man.
I was a Bell Labs researcher for 30 years.
That's
I
amazing.
knew exactly what I wanted.
Oh, frame, my God. That's beautiful. That's really great. That is exactly the style that I love, man. Sparkly, wealthy, rich, high contrast.
Exactly.
Diamond
You
studded.
hit it, man.
Diamond studded
gold,
gold.
every mountains of gold everywhere there.
I gotta say, it's pretty cool that someone would get in a private jet, have an amazing piece of art commissioned by apparently an extremely famous artist. You know, I hear that he knows 6 presidents and he's on the board of directors of some fancy stuff. Tell me the idea. Tell me the idea. How'd you get the idea?
But the ones that is really like dedicated, have discipline and passion for what they do, they become very successful like you. So this is really, you know, symbolize and epitomize, you know, success in such a big way.
I love it, dude.
It's you.
Thank you, man.
My
Thank you so
pleasure,
much.
man.
It's sick.
Great, I'm
It's
so
really
happy
sick.
that Arthur commissioned me to do that.
Nice. Ooh. Yeah, look at that.
For inviting us and
Thank you, man.
amazing, Thank
Hey,
you so much.
anybody that wants to come on a jet and bring amazing art to me, I'm welcoming them. What a great and wonderful thing.